You're the only one I want. You're the only one I need in my life. And other girls don't mean a thing to me. New videos on the way. I just finished a podcast. So before I take all this stuff down, the video that you just saw is a typical one that I would send my daughter if I'm going out. And you can do this if you're going out with friends or if you're going out on a date. And though she's giving her opinion, I'm also showing her what I'm wearing. That way she knows the last thing that I was wearing. So this is not about putting fear, it's about using wisdom. I used to work for 911. I was a 911 dispatcher, and so I learned some things. I'm not going to share everything because that wouldn't be wise. I'm just going to share a few things. And that's one of them. I will make sure she knows what I have on. If she didn't see me before I left the house, I would make sure that she knows exactly what I'm wearing. We know the usual ones of sharing your location, what is their name, at least the name they tell you, and just the simple details, right? But there's some other things you can do. I just got involved in date stakeout. I did a date stakeout for a young lady. This was my very first one, and I'm sure it's nothing new, but I'm gonna give you some details about that. So I send her videos, I send her locations, and she does the same thing for me. And you know how our phones can track. She went out of town just recently, and so she shared with me she shared with me the handles of the people that she was going with as far as their IG, their TikToks, their phone numbers, names, all that, right? And so when they were traveling, she was going to a hair event, her phone, where I was looking and making sure they were still traveling, it got stuck in a certain area for like an hour and a half. And so I called the Louisiana State Police Department. I sure did. I told you. I will find connections, right? Ask them, but I was able to tell them the car, color. I was like, did you have any accidents in that area? Did anybody report anything? Can you drive around the little area to see if you see their vehicle? And it was just a bad area, bad signal for that time, and she was asleep. So that's all I'm saying. So this young lady asked me the other day, it was her first date, and she wanted me to, check it out and make sure it was good. So I was like, you know what? I'll just come and see where you guys are. I'll take some pictures and some photos. That's the same thing. I'm tired. Pictures and video. And I'll take a picture of his license plate. I still got some connections, run a plate or two. That is not legal. I'm just joking. And I would, sit out there and either get there first so I can see him get out, kind of get a feel of him, and make sure there's nobody else with him, you know what I'm saying? Or, I could sit there for a while and, watch you guys walk out to make sure he's not following you as you're driving. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways to do this. This was my first time doing it, right? It was kind of fun, kind of took me back to my 911 days, because those are some of the first things they ask you. 911, what's your emergency? And you tell them what it is, or what were they wearing? And you'll be able to say what they were wearing, what they were driving. So you got to get the basic stuff. And so I sat out there and I took some video, and my car stands out. And so as soon as he looked over and he saw my car, he started staring at my car. I had the camera up so I could look. So I was sliding down in the seat like, oh Lord, I've been spotted. And she told me later, she's like, yeah, he said he was looking at your car. So I was able to do that, and she felt safe. It was fun for me. I was playing with some filters. I posted that while I was sitting there waiting. So I think I got me a little side hustle I might do, especially if it's local. Yeah, hit me up. But here's something that's really important too. When they ask you, where do you want to go? Try to find a place that's local and close to somebody that you know, like a family or friends, so that they can get to you quickly. They can get to you, if they need to, you send out the Thundercat signal, they can get to you, and they know how to use the blicky, you know what I'm saying? Responsibly, if need be. Let's see, what else did I do that day? But yeah, so I was able to take pictures and video. I saw what he had on. I saw what he was driving. I saw which direction he went to make sure he was not following her. But just because I'm an adult, I have to set the example for these young ladies and also for my daughter. So when I went out, as you saw that video, I'll probably show some more footage. I sent her my location so that her and her people could know, people that she knows, so she wouldn't have to come by herself if she needed to come and, you know, see about me. I sent her my location, what I was wearing. Even when I got there, I sent her pictures and videos of where I was, sent her a picture of his car, his license plate, got that on the slide, you know, he's sane. And of course, making sure they know what their name is, where to find them on Facebook. Now, I understand that some of these people could be fake and lying, but at least you have something. You have something to start with. And don't say, oh, this is just basic stuff. Everybody knows that. No, they don't. This young lady didn't know some of the things I was telling her, and they were what you call basic stuff. So don't be like that. Allow the people who don't have mothers and good leadership and that don't have, you know, somebody to show them what to do, allow them to do that, because if not, those are the videos you're going to see on TikTok with them with the song in the back, now that you're gone, and, you know, showing sad pictures. So allow us to lead these young women, okay? Even if it seems basic to you and you already know that. Well, Dorian, what if I don't know anybody? What if I'm by myself in a city and I've just moved here? You know, I promise you guys, I'm not trying to instill fear. I just want you to use wisdom, right? Because it happens every day, all the time. Write down all the details that you do know. Write down the Instagram handles or whatever you know about them. Write it down somewhere and leave it at your place. And then as you go throughout the night, whenever you get a chance, I gotta go to the restroom or whatever, go write down some more details that you learned or something, email it to yourself, text it to yourself. I'm just saying, especially if you're feeling some kind of way, you just need to leave it anyway. But I'm just saying, these are just simple things that you can do to ensure your safety. And if something was to happen, they're able to at least try to find this person. We went here, we went to 23rd Street and we did this, because there may be security footage, there may be security cameras. So if something was to happen to you, at least we can catch this person so that he doesn't do it again. I know that I've been doing a lot of videos on courting and dating, and safety's first though. Safety, safety, safety. That has always been a thing of mine. And so again, there are things that I have between me and my daughter that I will not share, of things that she can do. And, you know, if I talk to you like one-on-one, of course, I will share those with you, but I'm not going to share it publicly. Things that I learned when I was a dispatcher for 911 that I do with her to ensure safety, and that I use for myself. We have to set the example. Older women, we have to set the example for these young ladies. You can't be like, well, I'm grown. Well, they're going to feel that way too. And so, yeah, you're grown, but, you know, you still got to keep yourself safe and use wisdom. Nope, we cannot prevent everything, but we don't have to assist these people, these evil people that have evil intentions towards us. I mean, the reality is, unless you've known this person for years and years, and even still, you know, the reality is you're going to have to meet strangers, people that you've never met. Even if you just meet them in the store and they want to take you out and you're looking for a relationship and you want to be with somebody, this is just our reality. This is the reality we live in, and so we have to do that. I think that whole night I was sharing something with my daughter. Okay, I just made it here. Okay, I'm here. I'm there. I'm on my way home. And she does the same thing for me when she's out with her friends or just going out with somebody. And so I'm saying, you don't have to just do this when you're going on a date, ladies. When you're with just your girls, your friends, you can do this as well. I forgot this part. My son, he doesn't forget to hug me or kiss me. He makes sure he sees me. He's not thinking like that, but he just always wants to hug and kiss me. So he sees me before I leave every time, wherever I'm going. And he's always asking me, where are you going? And I'll tell him where I'm going, and he sees me before I leave. And so even my daughter, she'll come downstairs, I'm gone, and then she'll come back because she know, and she'll open that door and she'll say, just so you can see what I got on. She's trained to do that, and I think that's pretty cool. And if I'm in the restroom or she can't do that, she'll FaceTime me as soon as she gets in the car. I just wanted to, you know, show you this thing. If you don't get anything from this video, don't be afraid to ask someone to assist you on your date. Don't be afraid to ask someone to do a date stakeout. Offer them some gas money, offer them some food. Now, see, like I say, you know, if I do this as a side hustle, just ask him for an extra side when he orders your food, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, pay me in food. I'm cool with that. Just get an extra side, say you want to take it home later. And no, seriously, ask people, hey, do you mind? You live right in the area. I know you live over here, so I chose this restaurant, I chose this place. Do you mind just staking out and just kind of doing what I just did in the other video? And we would rather do that than to be looking at the TikTok videos with now that you're gone behind it. Oh my gosh, how many times do we have to see that? Because some of these women, their families didn't even know they were out. I didn't even know she had went out. Again, like I said, if you're looking at this and you don't have anybody, shoot, email somebody. I don't know. Somebody's going to see it and like, oh my God, especially in your, I don't know, figure it out. Put it in the comments. Y'all give us some ideas of some safe ways that young ladies or women, period, can get out here and date. Men, however, if they need to feel safe too. Don't do too much in the comments though, because you don't want to, give stuff away. But some basic general stuff that could be known for everybody. But the main thing is ask somebody. Ask an older person or just anybody, or a friend, don't matter. Just ask somebody who knows how to be discreet, who knows how to be low key. Put your sunglasses on, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up because I think my left brain is switched side with my right brain. I don't know what's going on. Ooh. And because I'm tired, I don't know which video is gonna go up first. This one or the single moms should not give advice to teenage boys. We're gonna unpack that one. So I don't know which one is gonna go up first. And then the podcast I just did, the King and Airs podcast, all of that was all in one day. I just did the King and Airs podcast, Women Are Your Standards Too High Part 2. We did Part 1. We just finished Part 2. It was live, so go check that out. I will put the link somewhere. It's on my page, it's on my social media. Like the video, share the video, be inspired by the video, comment on the video, love the video.